Hi boys and girls! I'm so glad that we're finally able to connect this week, and I can't wait to hear from all of you. So I want to know what you've been up to this week. It's been a strange and interesting one, so I figured I'd ask you a few questions so I can know what's been going on in your life. My first question is, who in your household is making you laugh the most this week? Boys and girls, meet Wilson. Wilson, say hi. Wilson, say hi. Wilson, say hi. He's usually funny, I swear. Okay, and I also want to know, have you started any new and interesting collections? It's mine. The toilet paper is my precious. And finally, I want to know, have you discovered any new talents that you had no idea you could do until this week? This video is really just to give you some tips and pointers, and hopefully you can get something out of it. But right now, this particular one is about how to get your house and your space settled, and then also how to ground yourself during this transition and this change. And I hope you at least take one idea that maybe will work for you and your family, and or at least got a few laughs. So we're gonna start with the first part, which is the academic piece. And it's really important that you have a space in your home that has a flat surface, and it's a space where you can go and do all your schoolwork, and you can keep all your things there and not worry about getting lost, and it's gonna allow you to be more independent. It would be really great if you have a desk at home that you could set up, that's your desk. You don't have to share it with everyone else, and you can just have all of your materials and tools right there. Keep it there. If you don't have a flat space that you can have just to yourself, you might want to use a dining room table, a coffee table, even a cushion on the floor could work as well. And if you do have a space that you're sharing with other people, you're going to want to keep your things in a basket, a bag, whatever, but keep all of your things together in the bag. All right, so the next space that we're talking about that's really important for you to have in your home is a space for peace. So that is going to look different for everyone. What's really important is that it should be a place that you can go, and only you, when you need that time. And it's going to be a time where you can ground yourself, where you can take deep breaths and you can feel safe. And if you're feeling worried or angry or nervous or uncomfortable feelings, you can go to this space and you can feel grounded. So that is a place where the children go, and they have the opportunity to just take a few moments. And a lot of the kids choose to go there on their own, and they ask if they can go there, right? So it will be really helpful right now to have this space in your home. So this is my little space for peace. And when I was 6, 7, 8 years old, maybe younger, my space was under my bed, and I would take my flashlight. So you can think about a place that you can go that's going to be great just for you. But what's important is that you have some of these things there. So I have a coloring book, some crayons or colored pencils would be great, or markers, a teddy bear. One of my students gave this to me, right? And some Play-Doh. This is really nice when I just kind of want to get my hands into something and do this for as long as I need. Really helps. And then something that's gonna help me do some deep belly breaths. So you could do a lot of different things. This is a breathing ball, and how this works is you breathe in, and you feel your belly fill up, and then you breathe out, and you feel your belly kind of let the air out, and then you kind of do it focusing only on your breathing while you do this. So other things you could do that would help with belly breaths is lay down. You can put a pillow and you can watch, or a teddy bear, and you can watch your belly go up and down, and just thinking only about your breaths as you breathe in and out. There, you can see a little bit of my cat's ear there. Lennon, come here. Come say hi. Come here, Lennon. See, here she is. You might have heard her in the background sometimes, but she's done. And then some other things that would be really helpful in your peace corner would be some things from nature that might help ground you. So if you see a feather outside, you can ask your grown-up if it's okay. If you can take that feather, maybe you want to disinfect it first. Same with probably anything. So I have a crystal. I have a rock. I found this in a special place in Arizona when I went once. And I have a shell. So it's whatever items that you have that you know ground you. And you could also have your favorite book. That would be a really helpful thing that's grounding. And then something else I would recommend right now is a gratitude journal to keep it in your peace space. And what's really important right now is to be thinking about all the things that we do have. These are just some items that I've recommended, and again, it's going to be whatever works for you and your family, but I do think that you would find this space for peace to be a really helpful thing to have in your house, and I hope that you enjoy it and that you feel peaceful. So we are outside right now enjoying some fresh air, and I highly recommend trying to get out as much as you can, and if you can get a nature journal, that would be amazing, to just write down some of the things that you can see, that you can hear, and that really brings you in the moment, and you know, you can learn a lot too while you're at it. So I just wanted to quickly give you a book recommendation. This is called I Am Peace, a Book of Mindfulness, and it is by Susan Verde, and it's illustrated by Peter Reynolds. So I especially love the message of this book, that we are all right here, right now, in this moment, and to try to focus on that. By being in nature, taking deep breaths, and staying connected with one another. I highly recommend checking out her page on Facebook, because she has been doing some live readings, and she's been doing them at 1 p.m. There's one that's currently on there called I Am Love, and that is, so you have access to that if you go to her Facebook page. It's still up on her page. So she also has other books called I Am Yoga, and really great books that will bring us to this moment and really help support us all. So I thought we would do a couple of yoga poses and then go back inside and do a little craft that goes with this book. Mountain pose is a really easy pose, but it's a grounding pose, and we're talking all about grounding ourselves right now and feeling the earth beneath our feet. So if you look down, make sure that your feet are hip distance apart. Separate them so that they are in line with your hips. Make sure that your belly feels nice and tight and your back is straight. Your shoulders are dropped back and your chin is level, and your neck is stretching just high enough. Take a deep breath in here and out. Feel the earth right beneath your feet. Warrior one. When we think about strengthening and personal power, so confidence, being confident in yourself. So you want to stretch, keep one leg straight behind you, keep your feet hip distance apart, making sure that you're straight, and go ahead and put your arms up. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about finding peace and grounding ourselves, so I thought we could do a little craft that it's a very simple and easy craft to do, but it would be a great thing to have in your peace corner. So it's called a mindfulness jar or a calm down jar, but you can use a water bottle. So let's talk about the materials that you need. Okay, so the materials that you'll need for this craft are a bottle of water. If you've already drank the water, then go ahead and make sure that it's clean and fill it with water again. And you'll also need glitter, different colors. If you don't have glitter, then you should go ahead and go out in nature with your parents, get some permission about what you can grab, such as grass, leaves, flower petals, pine needles. You can cut that up and kind of make your own glitter. I would keep them in separate piles, just like these colors are separated, so that they can be different emotions. So now you have your bottle of water, and this represents a calm mind before any feelings or unwanted emotions are popping up. It's really nice and calm. And then we're going to think about some feelings and emotions that we don't want. We have red here, so let's go for some anger. And then we have blue, so let's just go ahead and say sadness. Then we have black, so let's go ahead and say fear. And it looks really cool on the top before you shake it, so I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Cool kind of bullseye looking thing with the rings, red and then blue and black. Pretty cool. So then you have to take your cap and put it on really tightly. Probably want your grown-ups help for this because it's gonna make a big mess if you don't do this whole craft actually without a grown-up. You should definitely have a grown-up do it with you. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and shake it, and this represents what happens when we have a lot of feelings and emotions that we're not paying attention to. This is what happens to our minds. It gets all shaken up, and it really starts to take over. With some deep breaths, you can just watch the glitter settle down, and then you can see how your mind will clear again, and your waters will be calm. There's one last thing that I just want to quickly talk to you about today, and that is the connection that we all have together and the connection that you have with your family and your friends. And know that we're all still here, and I'm here, your friends are here, we're all still here. So we can connect more by responding with video responses. You can share some of your work on video responses, and I really hope you set up some FaceTime play dates with each other. You could think about what type of play date do you want to have. Do you want to have a singing play date, or do you want to have a Pokemon play date? I don't know. Can you actually do Pokemon over FaceTime? So I've really enjoyed this time that we've been able to spend together and connect, and I'm looking forward to doing it more, and I can't wait to hear from all of you guys. But I've got to get outside, and it's so nice out still, so get out in nature, and maybe I'll ride my bike. And also, Wilson keeps complaining that I need to water him. Oh, so now you want to tell a joke. Well, we're leaving. You're gonna have to save that for next time, Wilson.
What do you call a Minecraft celebration? A block party. Knock knock. Who's there? Kitten. Kitten who? You gotta be kidding me.
Well, thanks for that, Wilson. At least they know that you tell jokes. I mean, they weren't good ones, but maybe next time. Maybe you guys can think of some jokes that Wilson can tell. Well, anyway, I will talk to you all soon, and I respect you, and you respect me. Namaste.